Gardner-Hickman and Kieran Dowell standing over this. It'll be Dowell to whip it towards goal. It took a palm over the crossbar by Dylan Phillips to tip it over for a corner.
Hasn't he, with his left foot there, Dowell? You know, it's a difficult one to defend against, because you're never sure whether he's going to actually go for goal or whether he's going to float it into all the bodies that Blues have.
Phillips, though, level to it to tip it over the crossbar. Blues with our second corner of the game, this time from the left-hand side in front of the Kop. Something straight off the training ground. It's towards Dowell, who got just enough contact on it to force the save from Phillips, but didn't catch it maybe as cleanly as he wanted to. On his league debut for Blues, he had slightly different role when he came pursuing Reece James, but Laird retains possession with Alex Cochrane. Anderson on the left-hand side. Looks for the 1-2 with Lyndon Dykes. Dykes instead drives in field, and Dykes will pull the trigger! Wasn't too far away, bends just beyond Dylan Phillips' left-hand post.
With loads of space to drive into, and you know there's only one thing on his mind as he's approaching that goal there. Winds up and tries to bend it in the far post, but...
Which, as you say, will suit the away side more than Chris Davies and the style he wants to play. But Blues have worked this well, and Taylor Gardner-Hickman's got it back to Keshi Anderson in the penalty area. Anderson pulls back to Stansfield on the turn. Point-blank save from Phillips is a good one with his right hand, back in towards Stansfield, and then Dykes can't turn it home. Drifting in at the back post, producing a point-blank save from Dylan Phillips, as it took a few ricochets through the crowd after Jay brought it down and struck on the turn, and then reloaded into the penalty area, and Dykes couldn't guide the diving header on target.
It seems to be a common occurrence, doesn't it, where our threats are coming from, and it's either the left-hand side with Keshi Anderson, the creator, you know, pulls it back to Jay Stansfield with his back to goal, swivels really well, and you know, makes good contact, and then second
by Lyndon Dykes. The Dauphin rises against Keshi Anderson to keep the ball in play. Across there was James on that far side. Sam Nombe battling with Davis. He's nodded down towards Sibley, who was audacious with the half volley from the right corner of the penalty area. Now Rotherham look to break away down the left-hand side with Powell. Found well. Christoph Clara across to meet him. Around the back post is Green, and what a save off the line by Davis. Dowell would deliver left-footed. Clara is in there, as is Davis. He lifts it over the bar at the back post. Ben Davis just ghosted it unmarked. Dykes receives that throw-in from Keshi Anderson, and Blues will play back to the halfway line with Ben Davis. Davis into a pocket of space for Dowell, who leaves it for Dykes. Dykes out of his feet, and Dykes will pull the trigger. And Phillips got down to his right-hand side to not only save,
pushing and shoving, as you'd imagine, but just let the game go and run it, you know, and call the foul when you see it.
Rotherham are going to go another avenue short. Gore into the penalty area and headed in by Sam Nombe. And Rotherham stuns St Andrews, and that will bring the first half to a close.
We were the team really that were knocking on the door, but you'd expect us, you know, to do that more so now, bearing in mind the scoreline.
Well watched by James, and James makes the intervention, but James's clearance falls to Iwata, who finds Laird, who barrels into the penalty area, holds off one challenge, then sees off a Blues player to hoist towards the back post. Dykes was up there, Stansfield flicks, and Stansfield flicks in. The first to react from Dykes is knocked down, and you can't keep a natural-born goal scorer off the score sheet for long. Jay Stansfield gets Blues back on level terms with the most impish of finishes. 8 minutes gone, 1-1, game on.
Oh, it was an excellent ball in, wasn't it? And fair play to Dykes, you know, he had one thing in his mind, and that was just to nod it into the danger area of the 6-yard box in the direction of Stansfield. And just such a cool finish. You know, he doesn't care what type of finish it is.
It's picked up by Keshi Anderson. Anderson left-footed ball in. What a ball that is! Ethan Laird puts it wide. What a chance to turn things around instantly.
Beauty of a ball into the box there, and Ethan Laird probably not the one you'd normally expect to be in and around the 6-yard box, looking to leap above everybody else, but just can't guide it on target. That's exactly it. You don't want the tempo and the speed of the game to slow down, because it's suiting us at the moment.
The referee does play advantage this time, and Gardner-Hickman looks to take full advantage. Fierce drive straight into the hands of Dylan Phillips. It was Cochrane who was caught late by Nombe. Distance can only find the gloves of Dylan Phillips.
It's a nice strike by Gardner-Hickman.
Stansfield couldn't find him, and Rotherham standing firm edge of their penalty area. Taylor Gardner-Hickman now waltzing his way through, gets the return ball from Leonard, goes wide, left-hand side, goes down, penalty! We said it had been coming, Blues have been pounding on the door, and eventually Rotherham...
He makes the right decision, points to the spot.
Dylan Phillips showing a yellow card for his complaints over how Blues were preparing for this penalty. Alfie May holding the ball for Jay Stansfield to take charge. Stansfield in front of the Tilton. Can Jay put us on the verge, 10 minutes away from another precious 3 points on our march back to the Championship? Yes, he can! In emphatic style. Phillips gets the right way, but the venom and the power behind the spot kick from Jay Stansfield meant it flew past him, and Jay bags his brace. The turnaround complete.
No hesitation was that. You know, you could see in his eyes, Stansfield, that he was calm. He was cool. He knew where he was going to put the ball. Just going to drive it low into.
Right, that's brilliant. Scott Wright pulls it back. There's Leonard, puts his effort just wide of the post.
2-1 lead. You know, 85 minutes and just shut up shop. But
Taylor Gardner-Hickman firm, and there is the full-time whistle. Another huge win for Blues.